Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be doing a video on my recent pickups. I have a lot of stuff here, so I'm just going to get right to it. I have 3 Funkos, 2 CDs, 22 games. I don't know. To me, it feels like this is the most games that I've had in like a pickups video. But I could be wrong, because I've never bothered counting how many games I own, or I have currently like in a video or whatever. So you have 3 Funkos, 2 CDs, 22 games, and a replica that's going to be shown at the end. So, yeah, let's get right to it. Alright, so I'm going to do the Funkos first. So we got Scorpion. This is the classic MK1 costume Scorpion. There's 4 in a set. There's Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Raiden. I like this little touch that they did on the box. On the flap, it says finish him. So I thought that was nice. Take him out so you guys can see him and see him up close and a little better. So yeah, there he is. He's kind of a little off camera. There we go. So yeah, shooting his signature spear. Really cool. This is the second Scorpion I got. The other one is the Flaming Skull Scorpion, and it was exclusive to Hot Topic, I think. And it's the alternate costume for him in MK Deadly Alliance. Next is Sub-Zero shooting his ice ball. Yeah, classic costume. Just take him out so you can see him a little better out of the box. And this thing is not working for me right now. There we go. Yeah, really cool. I love it. All 3 of these were given to me from the same friend, which I really appreciated. Like, he, out of the blue, like, randomly buys me Funkos. He was the one who bought me the Chrome Vegeta. What else did he get me? He got me a few. I think he got me Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter. Oh, I completely forgot to show him in the box. But I'm just putting my back in real quick. But yeah, next one is Raiden. There he is in the box. Taking it out. This one might be a little top heavy, so hopefully he won't fall. Okay, so yeah, there he is shooting his electricity. Really cool. Just stick him back in the box here. But yeah, he's gotten me a few, which is always appreciated. You know, he doesn't have to do it, but he chooses to, so I appreciate that. All right, now we're going to be getting into the CDs. So first we have Freddie Gibbs and Lib Bandana. I heard of Freddie Gibbs, but I never heard, I heard of him, but I haven't listened to anything of his. Lib, I'm well aware of. I've heard a few tracks from him. I own an album that he was featured on. Well, he collaborated with MF Doom to form the group Mad Villain. The name of the album was called Mad Villainy. I own the album. It's really amazing. It's a fantastic album. And this album is also really good. This is the second one that Freddie Gibbs and him did together. Next is Korn, The Nothing. This is their newest album that came out, I think, mid to late last year. I don't remember. But I've heard like one song from it. And it's interesting because the track listing is on the sleeve, but it's not on the actual CD case itself. So, or on the CD. If that makes any sense. But yeah, there's a CD. Let me just open it up. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I've heard like one song, and it was a song that they posted up on Facebook. I listened to that. That was the only song I heard. I still gotta get to it for sure. Next is Killer Instinct. This was a definite for me. I played this game so much when I was younger with one of my cousins in Florida. And then I moved, because I was in West Palm Beach originally. Then I moved to Stuart, Florida. And I met a kid there who also had a Super Nintendo, and he just so happened to have Killer Instinct as well. So I played the game at his house a whole bunch. We would hang out a lot. Well, it was me, him, and another friend. Well, the people that we were staying with, they had a son who was younger than me at the time. I mean, he still is, of course. But all 3 of us hung out together. So next is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. This one is the one that I played the most. Not not the standard version of MK3. So yeah. Now this game was giving me some problems. There would be like I would put it in and it would be a black screen, wouldn't play at all. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to probably take this back. I was so upset. So what I did was I had an alcohol pad, and I lightly wiped inside the cartridge, and I used like the softest shirt that I could find. I didn't want to like be so aggressive with it, so I kind of lightly wiped it down, and after that it worked. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some crap for that, but I mean, there really wasn't any other way that I can think of, but it works now, so that's all that counts. Next is Dissidia 012 Final Fantasy. This was actually given to me from a friend who I hadn't seen in a year and a half, probably even longer than that. I seen him working at a gas station, and we were catching up. He actually didn't know that my mom passed away, so I kind of brought that up to him, and it's something that I still don't like bringing up at all, but I had to tell him because he asked how my mom was doing, so it's kind of like, but we were just talking, kind of catching up, and just, yeah, really that was it, just catching up on what's been happening with each other. He came over a few Sundays ago, and we hung out, played some games. He actually brought this for me to give to me, which is really, really cool. I appreciated that. It wasn't complete. I actually had to get the manual from the exchange. I went to the exchange Wednesday, like this past Wednesday, and I asked them if they would be willing to sell me a manual. The guy who I said I'm gonna go talk to the manager, see what they say. I don't know if it's a he or she. And they said to just give it to me. So that was really, really, really cool of them. But yeah. Next is Bound by Flame. Never heard of this game before, like at all. So this game is completely new to me. It's pretty good from the little bit that I've played. It's not bad. It's an RPG game. It's an action RPG game, kind of like Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, or I'm trying to think of another game that's like that. But yeah, and it was only $3, so I mean, if it's not good, it's not a total loss. It was only $3. $3 ain't gonna kill me. Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, really, really great game, but it felt short. Like I bought it Wednesday and I finished it Friday. Like I think Friday, like either Friday night or like Friday in the afternoon. But it felt short, but it was still good. I enjoyed it. And it even had the Best Buy exclusive content that you could only get if you bought the game at Best Buy. And it's a Sandwraith skin. There's no expiration date on the code, so I don't know if the code's been redeemed or not. Doesn't hurt to check, but I haven't yet. Next is Bayonetta. I've heard this game was very similar to Devil May Cry. Never played it before, but I've always seen it, and I never bought it for some reason. I don't know why, but I did now, and it's very similar to Devil May Cry, but it's really fun though. It's currently in the PlayStation 3 right now, so yeah. It was only $10, so that's not a bad deal at all. Next is BioShock Infinite, which comes with a digital copy of BioShock 3. Yeah, I actually can't really say anything about it. I haven't played it yet. I've never played the BioShock series. I know that's very shocking to a lot of people, I'm sure. It wasn't because I hated the series, that wasn't the case. I just never got around to it. When I finally bought the PS3, I just never got around to playing them. I've wanted to, and now that I have this, I'm going to want to buy the first two. So once I get the first two games, I'm going to start playing the series, because I heard it's very, very, very good. So I'm definitely willing to give it a try. But yeah, funny thing is when I bought this game, because I bought it at a pawn shop, there was a code for Call of Duty Black Ops, and the code was for the First Strike map pack, which I don't remember how many maps it came with, but I know it came with the zombie map Ascension. And I was like, I wonder if this has been redeemed. So I went on the PlayStation Store, and the code wasn't redeemed actually. So I actually redeemed it. So not only did I get BioShock Infinite, I also got a free DLC pack for Call of Duty Black Ops, which was in a BioShock game for some reason. I don't know. But I mean, definitely got my money's worth. I heard this one wasn't as good as like the first two, but still I'm willing to give all three games a shot. You know, I'm not gonna be biased on a certain game. I'm gonna go into BioShock like no expectations, no high hopes, no low hopes, nothing like that. I'm just going in neutral and just see where my experience with the BioShock series takes me. Next is Yabba. I think that's how it's pronounced. Yabba Ninja Gaiden Z. This was the last Ninja Gaiden game to come out for the series actually. It came out in, when did it come out? 20 it says 2011, 2014. Okay, it's 2014. But yeah. And I only paid $3 for this. And I went on the PlayStation Store to see if there was any DLC that came out for the game. And a digital copy for Ninja Gaiden Z is like still $60 on the PlayStation Store, which is insane. I don't know why it's still expensive. Maybe because it is a Ninja Gaiden game, that's why they're sort of pricey, but I don't know. It came with a code to download the soundtrack as well as two themed costumes for, well, a themed costume for Momoji and Hayabusa. So yeah, but the codes are expired. They expired March 18th, 2015, almost 5 years ago. And it even came with a miniature comic book, so that's really cool. That's many games do this kind of stuff, which is always nice. Next is Red Faction Guerrilla. Now, I never heard of Red Faction. It wasn't until Guerrilla came out that everybody was like, Red Faction this, Red Faction that, on like, oh my god, Red Faction is so good. I didn't know that Guerrilla was the third game in the series, and the first two came out on PlayStation, PS2. So that was interesting. And the first two games are in first person. Red Faction Guerrilla is in third person. It threw me off a little bit, but I played a little bit of it just to see how it fared compared to like the first two games. And it's pretty good. The destructible environments was a delight to do because the very beginning you destroy like an entire base. And I enjoyed it very much. I like when games have realistic destruction. It's always fun to like blow shit up. It's always fun to do that. Lastly, for the PS3 games is Red Faction Armageddon. Never knew they made a fourth game, so this was a complete surprise. I haven't played it yet, and it's weird because I never hear people mention this game. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know. Like I said, I never really hear people talk about it, so I don't know if it's good or bad. But hopefully it will be. And yeah. Alrighty. Now for PS2. So first we have Genji Dawn of the Samurai. This is a really, really, really good game. I finished this like a day or two ago. It's a really, 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 really great game. If you've played Onimusha, think of that when you see this game. This game is so similar to Onimusha, it's not even funny. I loved it. It was really, really, really great. They made a sequel called Genji Dawn of the Blade, which was released for PS3, and this was obviously an exclusive title to the PlayStation. And it's so good. It's so good. I think what I'm thinking is some of the team that developed the Onimusha series left and made their own company, and then they made this because like if you have two TVs, or like if you even like I don't know, like if you have to compare them because they are so similar to each other. It's crazy. Like the fixed camera angles, the fighting in the game, which just everything about Genji is like very similar to Onimusha. So, and as soon as I started playing, I was like, wow, this feels so much like Onimusha, except in this game the character can actually jump, whereas in Onimusha he can't. I think it's like you have to be in specific areas in order for you to jump. And if you take out the insert, there actually is a really cool picture on the back of the cover of the game. So yeah, that's really cool. Not too many games do this kind of stuff, especially like for PS2 as far as I'm aware. The only ones that I know of that have done this is this game and God of War 1 and 2. I don't know if any other game on the PS2 did that kind of thing. But yeah, really, really awesome game. I love it. Red Faction 2. Played a little bit of it. It's pretty cool. I still haven't finished the first Red Faction, so I want to finish that one before I get into this one. But I just tried it out and tested it to see if it works. And it's good. Really, really good game. And you can actually dual wield in this one, so that's a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can already tell. But yeah. Next is The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. This is an RPG Lord of the Rings game. It's turn-based. I thought this was going to be like an action-adventure game, kind of like Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. I think that's similar to like the two towers, because I have the Two Towers. That's like the only Lord of the Rings game that I had before I got this one. And I did play a little bit of it, and it's pretty good. And it even says here, the most exciting RPG since Final Fantasy. So it's a pretty big claim. But yeah. Next is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I have Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance, but I prefer to play it on here. I don't know why, but I do. The whole card system thing isn't bad. It's not as bad as everyone made it out to be. I enjoy it, but that's just me. I know there's gonna be some people who didn't enjoy it, but that's that's okay. But I like it. When I found out that Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is actually set in between the first two games, I immediately stopped playing it on the GBA. So I still haven't finished the first Kingdom Hearts game, and God, I really need to get to it because I'm slacking on that game so much. Burnout 3 Takedown. I have Burnout Revenge, and I'm not sure if it's this one or Revenge that my cousin and I played together. I mean, both games are practically similar, but you know, I like the cover. You would think the cover would like make me remember, oh yeah, it's that one, but no, it doesn't. Still, this was probably the most expensive game I bought that day, like when I went out, because I went out to the exchange Wednesday and Friday, because I ended up buying a PlayStation 1 analog controller, but the analog sticks didn't work, so I had to return it, and I ended up getting some more games after that, or while I was there, of course. And this was one of them. This is a part of the Burnout 3 game set that came out for the PS2. I thought Revenge, the copy of Revenge that I had, was a part of that set, but it's not. It's like an individually released copy. Next is XMen Legends. This was the one that I played a lot when I was younger. I love this game. It's so much fun. And I didn't know that it was an RPG game. I thought it was just like an X-Men game that you just fight people. I really wasn't like overly thinking like that kind of stuff. But when I found out that I was like, man, I guess I did like an RPG game. But I didn't know that it was RPG at the time because I was a kid and I didn't know any better. Yeah. This was $5. Really, really, really well spent $5. So yeah, can't wait to play this more. And relive a lot of my fond childhood memories, even though I sucked ass at the game. Next is Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Now, this is really odd. Let me look for it now, because, you know, it's the last thing that I need to do is look for it. So, yeah. Forgotten Sands and Sands of Time. Same cover. Why? So, the original cover for Sands of Time was way different. The Forgotten Sands is obviously, this was the original intended cover. Why they re-released Sands of Time with the Forgotten Sands cover, I don't know. That sounded like it was so brain melting there. It sounded very confusing to me. But yeah, they did it. I mean, I don't know if other people have this version of. Let me just bring these back. But yeah, I don't know if people own this copy, but I do, and it's pretty cool. It's cool that I have the alternate cover version of The Sands of Time. It's a really good game. You can also unlock the original Prince of Persia game that came out, I think, for the computer. I thought you could unlock it after you finished playing the game. That wasn't the case, so I got that wrong. You have to be like 33% finished with the game, and after you get your sword upgrade, because you find a sword sitting on top of like a balcony. Well, yeah, you find it sitting on top of a balcony. You pick it up, and you go into a room that has like a lever, and the lever closes a door that you go through, and opens the other one. But you can keep pulling the lever like towards a wall, and if you stop the lever while it's aiming at the wall, that wall becomes destructible. And once you do, you break through it, and it unlocks like a secret passage, and you unlock the original Prince of Persia game that way. I had to look it up because I didn't know. I thought you just had to beat the game and then you get the original game, but that wasn't the case. So, but yeah, it's actually a really fun game. There were some moments that were a little irritating, but it's a great game though nonetheless. Those are just gripes. Prince of Persia: Warrior Within, great game, really really fun. As soon as I finished Sands of Time, I immediately started to play this, and it's good. Again, some parts were pretty annoying, but that doesn't take anything away from the game because it's still really 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 good. Yeah. Okay, we got 3 more games to go. Next is Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. This is the one that I'm currently playing. I ordered a copy. The original copy that I ordered didn't come in. Like it was a few days late. So I contacted the seller. They refunded my money. I had to buy another copy. So when the second copy that I ordered came in, the other one came in as well. So I think it was just sitting at the post office, not doing anything, which is very infuriating. So I ended up getting another copy for free, basically. But so what I did was I ended up giving the other copy to because I told a friend of mine, told him about it, and I told him I have 2 copies of the game now. And he's like, he asked if he basically asked me if he could get it. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, there's no point in having 2 copies of the game, obviously. But yeah, it's in the PS2 now, of course. Playing that, and I have tomorrow off because I'm semi-working. I'm working at the old corner store that I used to work at, and yeah, it's very inconsistent. So that's why I've been able to buy some. That's why I've been able to get games. Yeah. Next is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Great game. Really fun from the little bit that I played. I haven't played it since because I want to finish the Sorcerer's Stone on PlayStation, and then I'll get into this one, of course. But yeah. There it is. And it is a blue disc, so in case if you guys are wondering. With games like that, I want to make sure that people know, because I don't want someone to buy the game and like their PS2 doesn't play them, because that would really suck. Because it happened to me before. Like I bought a game and I was so excited to play it, and then my PlayStation just like didn't read it for some reason, and the disc was like mint, so that really sucked. But next is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I never played this version. I played the GBA version, which is a turn-based RPG game. Why did they never? Why never? How come they never made a Harry Potter game where it was an open world RPG? That could have been so good. Like kind of like what was it? Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, right? Was that the game? That was like very explorative. It was kind of RPG like. They should have done that with Harry Potter. That would have been awesome. But the closest thing we got to an RPG was The Prisoner of Azkaban on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, there it is. And it says, you know, the movie ticket. And what's crazy is that movie ticket that was for free admission, for a free child's movie ticket to see Harry Potter. It's still in there, which is insane. The movie came out June 4th, 2004. Holy shit. God, that's a long time ago. I feel old. I feel so old. Alright, the last game is Shellshocked Nom 67. Never heard of this game. Like, I've seen, like, the case and everything, but I never, like, bothered reading about the game. And it apparently has to do a lot with the Vietnam War, obviously, of course. Unnerving realism. Experience the chaotic, atrocious, and unconventional warfare of Vietnam. And then PSN says, we've never seen a more realistic war game. I thought this was going to be in first person, but it's actually in third person, so that was interesting. And the company Guerrilla, which is these guys right here, they also did Killzone. I don't know if they did the other ones, like Killzone 2 and 3 and Liberation, but I would assume that they did. But they did the first game. So that really piqued my interest with this one. And I played a little bit of it, and it's good. It's not bad. Alrighty, so those are all the games. Now, I'm going to show you the replica that I bought. So, the guy who I bought it from, the guy who I bought the replica from thought that it was real, but I told him that it wasn't, and I showed him how I knew that it was fake. Very obvious things that he probably didn't really notice or thought that it was just a part of it, but yeah, that wasn't the case. It's a replica. And it is a replica of the Schofield revolver. I don't know, hopefully that'll come up on camera. Just bring it up forward a little bit. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, works normally, but yeah. And you reload the gun, opening it up like this. That's where the bullets would go, of course. I used to have toy guns that opened up like this, so it was kind of nostalgic opening a gun up like this again. I don't know, I'm weird, but yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what it looks like. The pictures on eBay made the gun look, I don't know, it looked really weird when I seen it on eBay. But seeing the gun in person, the pictures don't do it justice at all. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have gotten since my last pickups video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Have a good day. Most importantly, stay safe. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright guys, take care. Bye-bye.